So we're back again, and we're going to do some more shell type jewelry. I have a mini assemblage for you that's kind of like this. This is what we did last week. If you didn't see it, you might want to go back one and have a look at it because it's pretty cool. But you know, not everybody wants to wear a big honking piece like this, right? Some people love it, some people don't. They want something more demure. Or they might look at this and say, oh wow, that's neat, but I'll never wear that because they're timid. So I wanted to work on one idea to do mini assemblage, and then next week we're going to do one with just one large turbo shell and stuff it, put it on something on the back and let it just hang long. So we do that next week. But this week we're doing mini assemblage with it kind of in the feeling of this. So I made this one, and we're gonna do another one. So that's how that's gonna go. So thanks for coming today, and come on over here so I can show you how to make this cute. I see you can't even tell that way. Mini solution. You'll see it better in a minute. Come on over. Okay, so now you can get a better look at it. This is what I made this morning, and this is using the turbo shells. I'm in love with turbo shells, can you tell? I just bought some more. I've got the little ones like in here, and I also got the big ones like we used last week. Whoops. I got those two. They're on the site. I don't have tons of this yet, but I have others ordered behind it. So if you want to get some like now, come to the website and get them. You'll find them in Shop the New Stuff. I have a lot of these little guys, and if we run out, I have another bag full. But these, I like these little guys. I like working with them. You can see, you know, they come like this big. You know, they're because they're a natural part of the earth or whatever, or the sea. So, you know, they can be different sizes. Nothing's ever going to be the same. But, you know, if you go through your stuff, you know, you'll find, you know, got little ones, and this has got a little pattern on it. Differences. You got those. Now, for this one, though, I think I used bigger than that. So I'm going to have to turn this around this way to work on it so that I get it done correctly. And then, of course, these are beautiful, but they're too big. So they're not going to work for this. Maybe this will. Yeah, that probably won't work. So we're going to do our best to put something together that's real cute. I don't even have a necklace on this yet. I'm still, you know, I'm still trying to figure out, you know, what do I want to do for the chain. But we shall see. Well, we got mostly the same parts that are in this. You can see a little flowers, and I've got rhinestone chain in here, little brass ones. I got a couple of them in there, you know, so it's basically the same feeling. So okay, so I'm going to set this over here and get it out of the way, and we're going to get started on this and get moving. And guess what? I know where my toothpicks are this week. Yay me. Okay, so let's get going. Oh, here's another one that's a good size for this. All right, so first thing I do is like we did with the bigger one, is we kind of planned it out first. How do we want it to go? And with this, because it's round, I want it to flow around, you know. I want it to be even. So probably what I would do is put this one here. And I'm not going to stuff these. I don't think it's necessary. Not in this case. The bigger ones maybe, but not in this case. So I'm going to put it like this maybe, and then I'm going to need one. That's too big. Put one maybe going this way, and one going this way. It's hard to keep them all on the thing. Maybe I'll go like this. Yeah, they don't want to. Well, you know what? We got other things we could do. We can fill in with rosemontes, pearls, flowers, all kinds of stuff. So we don't have to make it just like that. We'll do it another way. We got to work with these things because, you know, they're not coming out of a machine, right? So you don't know exactly, you know, what you're going to get. Okay, so I could do it like this. And so then what I would do, let me get my little pointer thing out so you can see. what I would do after I glue these down, I would glue these down first. I always glue my biggest pieces down first. And by the way, this is a 30mm bezel in the silver, and it matches all of our other silver stuff, so we have plenty at the website. And we have them in back stock too, so if you don't see them at the website, just ask us. There might be a few at Etsy as well. Anyway, so I've got this, so I'll glue these all down. And then I'm going to have to put something in here, and then along in here. I might have to put a little something there. Mostly going to be pearls. And once again, I'm using these little pearls that come in the tray because they're just so nifty. And I found that the sizes I used the most were these. This big one, not so much. This one and this one I do, yeah. And I didn't measure them, but I would say this one might be a 5-6, and this might be a little bit, no, maybe a 4. And then this is a little bit bigger. Okay. This would be an 8, so maybe that's a 6.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, without calipers, I can't tell you for sure anyway, so I don't know why I'm trying. But anyway, so let me just glue these down and show you how I do it without having the tissue in it. And I always lay them aside kind of like the way I had them because, you know, I'm an old lady, I could forget. Actually, I've been doing better lately. I've been able to stay on topic a little bit better, I think. I don't know. You tell me. Or don't. I would be disappointed. I keep
so
trying.
You said we have these shells on the website?
Yeah. Awesome. Diane just put them on. Sweet. So you saw how I put the glue in. You know what? I'll take more pains to show you again how I did it. So I'm going to go, you know what? I wonder if this looks good, better. I don't care if it comes off the side a little bit, you know. I just don't want to look. I'm kind of liking that. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks good.
I like that better. See, you know, that's why it's good to just play with it before you get everything all glued down. Okay, so why did I throw it over there? Duh, what did I just say? Put it in the same formation so you remember how you laid it out. Okay. So I'm just going right off the tube, and I'm just trying to get this filled as much as possible. And really, that's all I'll need because it will glue to the next thing and everything else. You're fine. You're fine. This one's a little high for me, so you have to watch for that too. You know, if you're going to do them, don't get them too high. Like on this one, I love the pattern of it. It's great, but if it was on a larger round base, it would be better, like if it was on a 45, because it kind of stands up too high a little bit. But it's okay. Once I get chain on this around the neck, it's going to look fine. It's just, I personally would rather not have it as high. Okay, so now put a little bit more glue in here. This is not enough. Okay. Now, which one did we say? This one, maybe? I think I picked one of those, but I think this is better. Unless, maybe this one. Yeah.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Some of them have little markings and stuff on them. These come in a lot of different colors. Some of them come in all like tortoiseshell and like tiger looking colors, and some of them come in green with silver on them. I think the silver is kind of enhanced. I don't think that comes out of the ocean that way, but I don't know. It's pretty. So, you know, that's okay like that. I'm going to turn around the other way so I can get another idea. Yeah, I think it's pretty even. What do you guys see? Look, you can see it now.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's okay. So now what we need to do is just like we do in any other assemblage, we have to decide how we're going to fill it. Okay. Basically, we got to get in here and get the flat stuff or flattest stuff down there first, and then we will worry about other things. Now, I don't know if you guys can see them, but I got some here that are itty bitty. Itty tiny bitty. They come and they don't make them. They, God made them. They come out all kinds of different ways. And there's a little pink one. I think maybe I'll try to see that. Yeah.
Oh, to fill it in?
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
nice.
just for fun. Maybe instead of putting a pearl, maybe I'll balance a pearl up against it. Now I'm getting some off to the side, so I'm going to have to get that out of there. Because when you glue little things in and you have glue leakage out the side, you can always get it off, but probably what will happen is when you go to get it off, since it's such a small piece, it'll take the piece with it. And then you start all over again. Boo-hoo! I don't like that. All right, so here's another one I think will fit pretty well. And I don't have any of this size yet, but they are ordered. So it's going to happen. Oh, get down here. See, I moved it, but I can fix that. All right. So I'll go back in there. Yeah. Now, if you get some glue globs like on the edges, of course you don't want to, but if you do, it's not the end of the world because you can pick it off there good. It's just when it gets like inside here and into the design, you start picking it off in there for small things, it could be a problem for you. So I'm just going to say, maybe don't do that. Okay, let's see if I got some more that are kind of pinkish that I can... Now, till I get my other stuff on here, I might find out, oh, you know what, they don't show anyway. I should have used them at the top, but I didn't, so we'll see. Just put that in there. Yeah, I think I'm probably going to end up with something covering it because I need some pearls. I need stuff for dimension. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, these aren't going to show. But you know what? They'll prop things up. So that's not a bad thing. Maybe put a few on the top when we're done. Get to that point. Now, in this one, I used a little bit of rhinestone chain and thread it down through. So what I would do is probably take a piece and do it here, so I'll see how long. And I just eyeball this, guys. I can't really tell you how much, because, it's going to depend on what size shells you use. Anyway, you're going to have to do this yourself. But I'm going to take it off about here. This should be enough. And then I'm going to take and just kind of pull it through the glue without getting too much on it. And try not to get it turned when you put it, I mean the chain turned, which it looks like I might have mine turned a little bit. It's better if you don't because that just ruins the whole effect. The stones are pointing inward and no one can see them, right? So that's what's happened already. I can tell you that right now. I have to take it out again. Don't sweat it if you do. The fact that there's a little bit glue down there already will help it to grab when you do put it down again. So it's not always a bad thing. Okay. Now, I'm not going to worry about this because this will be covered up with something. I just have to look at this. Now, from this angle, it looks fine, but I'd like to be standing up. Well, maybe it's just not possible. I don't know. We've got some in there, so we got some in there now. I would like to put some here. So I'll just cut a little piece. Hopefully don't get it too long. You don't have to do this. Whatever you guys decide that you would like to put on something, then you do that. I mean, there's no right and wrong here. This is what I do. But sometimes, if you see someone do it their way, then you get ideas about how you want to do it. All right, so I've got it in there now. Okay. That didn't do too bad. Now it went sideways. I hate that. There we go. And then this came off the grid, so I'm going to push it in a little bit. So hopefully that won't do it out too much. No, that's okay. Okay. So yeah, it's hard to measure to know how much exactly to put. That's good. That's good. Okay, and I want to put some around here. So yeah, it's coming off the side. I don't want it to come off that much. Okay. You know, just don't worry if like the first one you do doesn't come out real great, not as much flow as you'd like and all that. Hey, you know something? That happens to me. And I don't even know, I've probably done this 1,000 times, at least, you know, over the years. Not this exact type piece, but I mean assemblage of one kind or another. So, you know, if you get it perfect the first time, yay you, good for you. But don't be sad if you come back another day and work at it and it's not looking so perfect. Because you'll have that. It doesn't mean that you're no good at it. Doesn't mean anything, really. Okay, so I'm going to get this. And I just do this. You get a little bit of sparkle. Now, like when I did the big necklace, and I didn't show you that because we were mostly working on how to glue this, you know, hollow forms in. That was our purpose of that. I took and I put beads on wire. And they're little tiny beads, little polymer clay beads with stones in them. They were out of my own stash. And I put them on wire and then I bent them to fit. So that is another way you could go. If you get small enough tiny beads, you could put them in here, maybe seed beads, and put them on wire. Then you can make it arc just how you want and glue it in. And sometimes that can save you a little bit of hassle, you know, maybe. Okay, so now I'm going to see if I can put one of these rose motifs in. Yeah, that'll fit just right there. And it's coming off the side, but it's okay. It's okay with me anyway. If it isn't with you, then you're going to have to find a way to not do that. Right? Yep. And let's see, where else could I put one? Optimally, I'd like to put it here, but I think it's not going to work. Let me see. Maybe I can push these apart a little bit. Yeah, that'll work. So like I told you, I put those little tiny seashells in there, but now they're not showing. So it's too deep for the dimension of the shells. And sometimes you find that out by going, you're not on any money. You just found out something and said, hey, you know what? I'm not going to do that the next time. That doesn't work so good for me. Okay, let's see. Did I get that? Yeah, I got it in there. Okay. All right. So the reason I did that is for flow. One here, and then I might see if I can put one there, but I might try and do a smaller one. Oh, that's a pearl rose motif. I don't want that. Come here. You see, can I make it? I think I can. I think I can do it. Okay, so that gives me some more flow. Let me push this up because I'm out of the frame, like how he's telling me. Now, can I see it good?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all right. So now, the only thing is now I got to kind of pull it down a little bit so I can see to put pearls, but I'm not going to do them quite yet. I'm going to do these in the middle. These are those little flowers that everybody wants. And I don't hardly have any left.
Oh, did they come with the rhinestone on top?
Uh-huh.
No.
Now you can do that yourself.
That's what I was thinking.
There are the little, you can get the little pearly caps type thing. I said some here.
Can I see one?
You know, you
I
can
didn't
get
know
this
that.
kind here, like this. You just put your own in. But
that's
it's
exactly
nice.
what I
But they are getting hard to find. I guess everybody caught on to them at the same time. Maybe they saw my video. And so my suppliers don't have them. Boo.
All you have to do is, yeah, you have those rhinestones on the website too.
Yeah, you could, you don't have to, like, when you don't have what you need, that's when necessity, mother invention. Isn't that what they said? Necessity is the mother invention. So, sometimes that leads to what I call happy accidents. And that means you do something and you weren't sure it was going to work, but you were going to risk it anyway. I'm going to put one in there. So you did, and voila. Oh, wow. This is great. I'm going to remember this for next time. So that fits down in there just right. Okay. Now, I got kind of a hole over here. So I might, I don't know. That's kind of too many. Bigger pearl, yeah. Yeah, it's too many. And it makes that an uneven number. I go 1, 3, 5, stuff like that when I put things on. That works good for me. Having that uneven number makes it work really well.
And you can always put one on the top here too.
Yes, and I'm just about to. But I don't know that, I don't want to put this there because I'll hide my shell. So it won't be good. Let me see if I can get one.
Oops.
And that's going to fight me. Down along in here to the side.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, it's kind of running off the thing, but it doesn't matter. It can be a little bit off. Because it's handmade.
There you go.
And handmade doesn't look like something that came off of a mold or out of a box or nothing. It's the work of your hands. And you can be proud of it. I hope I'm talking up enough. Today, for some reason, my voice is really kind of hoarse. Go figure. Yesterday it wasn't, but then we weren't doing a video yesterday, so what good was that? Okay, I'm just going to squish this over here so I don't have to put a third one in, because I think in that case it would be better if I did not. Now I'm going to get one of these guys and I'm going to put it in here. See, I'm hiding my shell. Let me see what that looks like off to the side. Oh, you can see a little bit on the side, so it's kind of nice. So it's okay. Then I'm going to see if I can use a bigger pearl. Nope. It's gonna hang out. It'll hang out. You gotta be my age to remember that song. You don't know that song, do you, Javi?
What is it?
Let it all hang out.
Yeah.
They might have used it in a commercial or something later on
might have.
down the line. Yeah. But what? Let me just say, guys out there that are my age, 65, 66, something like that. Maybe a little earlier. Yeah. We used to, in the summertime, all us kids, we had those cheapy deepy record players that played 45s, and we'd all stand on the street corner down in the housing development where I lived. And somebody play them, they'd play them just as loud as they could. Of course, it's a cheap machine, so it's not going to play too loud, which was good because parents couldn't get too upset then. And we'd be all dancing. That's what happened. I think people still do that, honestly, to a degree. That's what we did. Good old days. Yeah, that's a good place. That's what we did in the 60s. Okay, I need a little one next to that. Whoop.
You can do it!
Yeah. No, Millie, you're not getting nothing now. We're making a video. Okay, let's see. Now, what do I still need? Well, this comes down a little low, so it's high down there. I'm missing stuff in here. Right in here.
Yep.
So, I'm going to turn around the other way so I can work on it right and see what I'm doing. I don't like to work upside down too much. You know, if you keep doing this, when we're done, Javi's going to get hold of you and you ain't going to like it.
It's okay, I already cut her nails.
Yeah.
She didn't like me then.
Yeah. Well, you're the best one to do it. I hate to say it. She does nothing
Yeah,
but bite me when I do. You seem to get it done and she doesn't.
I was sitting on the chair out there and I'm like, oh, I feel it's so sharp. It's like needles.
Yeah, and they grow real
I
fast.
know. She must be trimming them every day.
But she goes around scratching on stuff.
Yeah, that makes
And then they
sense.
get nice and sharp. Scratch. Fortunately, it's just cardboard boxes and not my furniture. But I've had cats that dug a hole right straight through the side of my couch, and because of where it was, I didn't see it right away. And I went one day, I'm moving the couch, and I'm like, "What?"
Oh wow, that's not good.
On
No,
my couch.
my other cat used to do that. Pita used to.
Yeah,
do that.
Pita.
He used to scratch the couches. I teach mine now. My new cats. Anytime they're scratching something else,
Mhm.
I grab the cat post and bring their nails over there and put have their little
show
hands
them
pull,
what to
pull
do
it
with
down,
it. Yeah,
and then they figured it out. And they scratch my carpet, but I only have like a little area rug,
Yeah.
so it's not too much of a big deal anymore.
There's this stuff you can spray. It has basil in it, so it doesn't smell too bad.
They don't like
But the cats hate it. And and you can spray it on your furniture. It won't hurt it. I just don't have any right now. But I think I'd probably better get some.
So far, my cats are pretty good, but one thinks he's a royalty, so he wants to be on every.
Oh, he thinks he's royalty.
Yeah, he goes on every furniture piece there is.
Is that super?
Yeah.
Well, he was the first cat.
Yeah, he's like, oh, couch, my spot.
Yeah, mine. That's her. She thinks. Now, I'm not
Just
going to
lay
put
on that.
any brass on this because I don't really think there's room
I don't
for
think it
it.
needs it.
No.
It looks beautiful without it.
Don't need to bother. I'm going to put just a couple more little tiny pearls here. Little tiny pearls. Whoops, I'm sorry. I bumped
She
it.
bumped
I
it.
removed it. I bent over my head and bumped it. I hope you guys don't mind. Okay. Oh, Javi, she'll either put the chicken in there or she'll just edit it out.
Probably put the chicken in that part.
Have you noticed the chicken's been back? Those who've been with us for a long time know all about the chicken, and some people don't like them, so we had to tone it down, and other people did like them. I like them. What it is, it's a rubber chicken, and we have real ones, but we don't use them too much anymore. So Javi made a cartoon. And with the chicken, she sticks them in there and gives them little caption things.
Yeah.
And she said last week when I was trying to get the base flattened, it says just flatten it. It's cute. All right, I think. No, I can use one more there. I'm big on balance and getting stuff filled right. So till it's all said and done, I might put one in there yet too. Keep grabbing those shells.
Which shells?
The little tiny babies.
Oh, yeah, because they're in the way.
Maybe I should just use them for something. I'm going to get a glue blob if I'm not careful here. Glue glob. Glue glob. Oh, now I just took one off.
Where did that one came from?
I don't know.
Are you sure you took that one? It didn't even have anything
Yeah,
to
I
do.
did. It was right here.
Oh,
I did.
didn't even see it.
I did it. it's gonna be... I think I'd take that out. And cast it aside. Maybe we just don't need nothing else there. I'm gonna put one here. Almost done, guys. And then this will be ready for chain 2. Chain, chain, chain. Alright, now the last thing I do here, well, take a picture, because that'll really show you if you got it all in order. But I'm going to hold it with these 6,000, this way.
There
Okay,
you go.
thank you, my dear.
A little bit over here.
Okay, a little bit over here.
Yeah.
Is that good? Okay.
Yep.
You can kind of move stuff around a little bit, but you don't want to do it too much. Yeah, I like the dimension on this one better than this one even, and I think the reason that, this way?
No, down.
Down, sorry.
Right here.
I think the reason is, this guy is high compared to the other ones, which we knew when we started that. That's no secret. Might be better. I think Javi was even saying, might be better if you try to use things the same instead of using one that's bigger there. I don't know. I mean, this is okay. It'll pass. I need another pearl right there. But I think... did you see something?
I don't know if it's a string or something. I'm
Yeah,
just
no, it's a
looking at-
scratch on the shell.
Oh!
So when I
thought
take
it
a
was
picture, if it makes it look like it's a string, I'm going to have to do something with that, which would
Yeah,
probably involve me doing some perfect pearls on it or something, which I still could.
Ooh, that'd be cute.
And we're going to have a little lesson about that pretty soon too, how to add color to organic materials by using perfect pearls mica powders, because they're a good blend. They're a good fit because mica powders are a natural product of the earth too, so they're kind of organic as well. So anyhow, that's all I gotta say about that. So yeah, I'm okay with this. Now, I don't know, maybe something here just... Does it need something else? No, that ain't it. You know, sometimes it's better just leave well enough alone. So I think I'm going to leave well enough. Oh, no, wait. Did you see that, guys? There's a hole. We got to do something about that. Can't have that big of a hole left. Not to my mind, anyways. Okay, what did I say? Here. But there's one here too.
Yeah, there is actually two. I see it.
I'm gonna have to get another one of these things. I think we still have them on the site.
Yeah.
The ones I got in recently, the pearls are you know, acrylic based, but they look like cotton pearls, and I am like nuts over them. You know, when they first came out, I said, what's wrong with these things? And I'm like, oh, look at, they're kind of wrinkly like cotton pearls. Oh wow, this is awesome. So I bought all that they had at the time, which wasn't as many as I would have liked, but I got what I could. Maybe that'll do it. I'll try. If I don't like it, I'll just take it off. Nah. I'll just sit
If
with
it
it.
was a smaller pearl.
Yeah. Yeah, probably. I'll take that out and put a smaller pearl, and then we're going to quit. Because I think by now you're getting bored, right?
Well, at least you showed them a complete piece and have.
Yeah, yeah. Well, this is just a little one. But the smaller ones don't take that long because you don't put too much in. I had practiced already, too. So the next one I make will be even shorter amount of time. Okay, I'll let that set. I may yet add another little pearl in here, but I'll do that later. I like it though. Yeah, I will have to see. I'm going to take a picture if this is showing up a lot, because it kind of does look like a glue string, but is not. So what I will do is I will use the clear embossing powder and some perfect pearls. Maybe I'll use the pearl color, which I think we might be out of, but it's on its way, about to land here any day. Maybe today, maybe this afternoon, yay. So then I'll just go over there. It would be really, really pretty. But I think it's pretty. I think it looks pretty good. So I see another hole. Do you guys see that? I have to get this later. But that's the thing, you know, you turn it and turn it. You have to turn it and turn it and turn. Look, there's a hole in there. I can't stand holes. Okay, I'll get it. But anyway, that'll be pretty on a chain. And I wouldn't hang that long, because if you do hang it long, it'll bang around on stuff and, you know, it might not hold up. So I would put it maybe on a 20-inch chain. I don't look just real fine. I look real good that way. Okay, so next week we'll talk about how we can use perfect pearls and maybe even little pieces of tissue decoupage to make our turbo shells look even cooler and more mixed media. And then a week after that, what I want to do is I want to take a turbo shell at least that big, or maybe even bigger. Here. And then stuff it. Put something on the back so I can hang it. And I might make, what I'll do, can you see how this wants to sit high? I don't care for that on pendant. So what I might do to take care of that is I might stuff it so that there's stuff hanging out, and I'll push it up. But then I'll hide it somehow, and then it'll be nice. But I want to do it so that we can have just one pearl. Put it on a base with a bail and a chain, and that's that. And I think that'll be beautiful too, because natural things many times are so gorgeous. We'll let nature speak for itself. We don't need to do anything, or maybe just a little something, you know. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you're going to try it. We have the shells at the website. We have these things here, these little things if you want to use them. We have lots of cup chain. We just don't have, right at this moment, these guys. They are on order, but they're on pre-order, which means you're going to wait for 2 or 3 weeks to get them. Yay. So at least we'll get them. So anyway, that was my thought for today. I hope you like the idea. Come on over to Basic Boutiques and pick up a few fun things for yourself. You know, the organic type style is really cool, especially for boho. And it's really cool because now we're going into summer, you know, but I don't know. To me, seashells are cool anytime. So anyway, you might want to do that. And then I want to mention to you, I know Javi will put it elsewhere too, but please like, subscribe, and most of all, leave me a comment. If you enjoyed the video, tell me so. If you have ideas or things you'd like to see, tell me. Or just say hi, anything. Those comments, when they add up, YouTube looks at them, and when I'm starting to get more comments, they move me up and more people can see me. So, and we can't do that for ourselves. Only you can do that for us. And if you appreciate what we do here at Basic Boutiques, we would really, really appreciate it. So if you please do that when you get a minute, and then come see us at basicboutiques.com and see what just came in. And you can check out our Etsy store too. There's a link from basicboutiques.com to Etsy if you like that. So have fun, make some shell jewelry, and we will be back next time.